Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the latest edition of Junction City News. Tonight, I am very excited. New guest. We have Wendy Hisco, who is our library director at Brownell Library. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. So Wendy is here tonight to talk strategic plan.
So we're right now in the information seeking process. We want people to fill out our survey, which is available on our website and also at several businesses that have contributed throughout the community. We have gift cards available. And then there's a QR code people can scan, or the link is from our website, or you can type in the link, and then it's about a 15-minute survey, and it covers a range of things from demographic information to what they use the library for, or just like in libraries in general. So just getting a feel for who's using the library and what are they interested in, and if they're not using the library, why not?
Awesome. And I imagine, I'm curious, so the last time this was done, was it pre-COVID or during COVID, or?
Excellent question. We finished it right before COVID and then kind of wondered what to do once 2020 hit. So it did get delayed, the implementation of it, but then we did. And a lot of the feedback is not surprising to us when we get the feedback, because it is, we're always in touch with the people that are in the library, but this is just to get everybody, whether they're a corner sitter or if they just don't come to the library, and if there's something that we could be doing that might make it more of an asset to them and the community. So
awesome. All right. So any particular changes to the library environment that you will have to consider when you develop the strategic plan?
I wouldn't say changes. It's not really. I think library services are pretty standard, and we're not really at the cutting edge in Vermont. But we do want to hear, because some people are coming from away that might have had different types of library services. Other people may be longtime residents, and just sort of getting more of a feel for what people are expecting, and if there's likes or dislikes and different populations that we are serving, and what they may not engage at the desk, but trying to seek everybody's opinions about what they like about libraries. It doesn't even have to be ours. But what services have they appreciated, and what do we have, and is there stuff that we're not thinking about that might be of interest that we can manage with our budgets and staffing.
Okay. Awesome. So your main method for collecting input on this is through the survey.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the survey itself?
Yeah, the survey, it just asks very simple questions. A lot of it is multiple choice answers, like, do you have a library card? Yes or no? And then if you don't have a Brownell card, do you have another library card? Because we are part of the home card system that has reciprocal borrowing privileges with libraries in several counties now. So really just trying to find out who's using the library. Are they shopping while they're in the Junction if they're from outside town? And
good question.
Yeah, and how do they get to the library? Do they walk? Do they drive? Because I think we're just curious, how are people using the library? Are they accessing electronic resources? Are they accessing the physical collection? So some people never come to Brownell and just renew their card because they're just using ebooks. So there's all sorts of users now. It's not just coming in to check out books. We have a library of things. We have AV. We still have music CDs and playaways and lots of DVDs. So there's a lot of different types of collections that we have, and we're curious what people are most interested in if they have an opinion. So.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so one fun aspect of your survey is that there is a raffle for gift cards for those who participate in the survey.
Yes.
Can you tell me some of the businesses that are participating and when the gift cards will be awarded?
The survey's open until January 15th, and so at that point is when we will be doing the raffle for the gift cards. And so we've had really generous support from local businesses, both in the city and in the town. So we have Phoenix Books, Peace of Mind Pilates, Fleet Feet, Niguanos, Molly One, Uncommon Coffee, Leo & Co., Maplehurst, Flavors of India, Asian Mart, Martone's, Boxcar Bakery, Phoenix, and the Nest. So all of those businesses have generously given us gift cards that our library trustees and strategic planning committee have sought out, and so that's a fun way to very generous gift cards, some of them, to encourage people to participate. And all of those businesses also have the survey at the on site, whether people want to choose to scan a QR code there or just do it home or whenever they want to do it. So.
Awesome. That's definitely some good incentives. Thank you to all those businesses out
Yes.
there for supporting that. That's awesome. Okay, so then come mid-January, you're finished gathering the feedback from this survey. What are the next steps in the process?
We will analyze the data that's collected. So far we have over 200 responses, so we're looking for more. The more the better, and seeing what themes there are in the data that we collect, and then we will be writing a strategic plan out of that. So coming up with sort of pillars of what we're looking at, and then any sort of action that we might take on the different pillars that are form out of the strategic plan results.
Awesome. If you can anticipate the future, just an example of what a pillar might be.
I think the collections are certainly a big part of it, and the physical collection is, I think, still our greatest asset as a library, because people, despite the world turning electronic, people are really, I think even more so, going back to paper. I know that there's trends with younger people wanting a break from screens and really seeking paper. So yeah, I think the collections, and then also sort of any hours that we are not open or open, any programs they'd like to see. I think some interest in different types of clubs, and I think it's all a balance of what we can manage with our staffing and budget. So
Awesome.
Yeah, so
I know I definitely love the actual book, especially when going to sleep.
yes.
Does the trick as opposed to the screen that then I'm like,
Yeah, your eyes at night is not a great. Yeah, I think there's benefits to both for sure, because electronic you can pick up wherever you are. So there's certainly a great benefit to that, but there's really nothing like, I think, from the youngest where you learn how to turn pages, like that is a real skill set that people are growing when they're becoming readers. And so there's a lot of development that happens with books, and I think that paper is probably never going away. I thought it would, but no, I think people are sick of screens.
I have to just share, this is totally random, but saw a comedian at the Vermont Comedy Club 2 weekends ago, I think, and a lot of the show was about who's the monster at the end of this book, kid's book that he remembers reading for the very first time, the book he could read by himself when he was 5, and it was just amazing how much he loved this book, and talking about it, it was really cool.
That's great. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
We all have our book memories.
Okay, other than this huge effort with the strategic plan, what are some other things going on at Brownell?
We have ongoing swaps, and that's something that we've had both programs and just swaps. So we have a continuing fabric swap that's still happening. We had a seed swap that went through the warmer weather, and that's hopefully done for the season. We have a current events group that meets weekly that is discussing different types of events, and that's offered hybrid, so anybody's welcome to join that on Tuesday mornings. We have a sort of fiber group on Friday evenings that more people are coming to just sort of collectively do their crafts together, so that's been cool to see grow. And our youth department's always up to something great, and they've taken the lead in the Vermont Reads programming, as they usually do, but our adult department, because of the content, it's about like a Vermont author who wrote about a Vermont situation where a family loses its farm and a young boy is left sort of to his own devices a lot, and his dog is his best friend, and trying to navigate life that direction. So there's great things to program around for sure.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, we just would love to get more feedback, as much feedback as possible as we go through this process. It's every 5 years, so it will happen again. It's one of the things that is recommended for libraries to do, to just make sure that we're connected to the communities we serve. And yeah, and then I think it's just a busy time of year, and we've got the holidays coming up, and Train Hop is coming, so we're excited for that. And I know we've worked with EJRP on Train Hop and Letters to Santa, so there's good stuff coming up for the more winter season. And
Awesome. And I'll just make a note that across the driveway from Brownell, we are doing some construction at 2 Lincoln, so please don't be alarmed when you come into the parking lot. There's a fence on the left, so you can't park in the front where folks might be used to, but the library is very much open.
Yes.
And you can keep going right on in the back and park in the back. Awesome. And so there's just a few other things I would like to mention about what's going on here in the city. Wendy mentioned some of these, but there's the Letters to Santa happening. We've also got the winter lights down at Maple Street Park from December 1st to the 31st from 5 to 8 p.m. Brownell Library from December 1st to 6th is doing toy donations for the community swap. Then the toy swap itself happening on December 7th from 9 a.m. to 4:30. Then we've got the train hop happening in the city on December 13th. And municipal offices are closed on the 24th and the 26th for the Christmas holiday, and January 1st for the New Year's Day holiday. Then also in the city, starting December 1st through April 1st, we have the winter parking ban. So be sure to stay off the streets. And our prior Junction City News episodes are on our website and Town Meeting TV's website. So you can check out our most recent episodes, which have focused on the stormwater utility and the transit-oriented development project that we are calling Connect the Junction. So lots of different things going on, as well as we are pretty rapidly moving into budget season here with the council's budget day on December 3rd. Anything else to add from the library?